Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome in. Welcome to your tarot reading. This is the Dream Clairvoyant. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you are doing well, feeling safe, and feeling blessed because you are. So let's go ahead and get started on your reading. By the way, you guys, the private reading service is now at a discounted price. So if you've been looking into connecting with me one-on-one for a personal tarot reading, then this is definitely your opportunity to do so. Just visit my website. I'll put the link in the description box. Alrighty, thank you, Holy Spirit, for guiding us. What is the message for someone out there? What is the message for someone out there? You have 17, which is the stork. Then you have great fortune. What is the message? I'm using both the Gilded Reverie deck and the Kipper deck. I just mixed them together so I can use them at the same time. Alrighty, then you have false person. What's going on here? 17 is the stork. Let's clarify it. The stork is all about rising to the top. Elevations, promotions, you know, pretty much like prospering. Let's do that again. Pretty much prospering, you know, to the top. So you could be someone who's doing very good for yourself. You're progressing in life, which is what we're meant to do. No one's meant to, you know, stay the same forever. So the house card really wants to show up because I put it back in the deck. And then it showed up again. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right? Let's clarify this house here. The house is pretty symbolic as well. It's very, very symbolic. Clarify the house. Yeah, then you have gifts. Clarify the house. Okay. Okay. So in clarity of the stork, right? Rising to the top and elevation. It's like I see a person. I see someone here who is pretty much a rising star, you know. This person has such a bright future, and I feel like God has really brought them far, and there's so much more for them. It really looks like this is just the beginning for you if this is your message. In clarity of the stork, you have 18, and the 18 is the dog card. The dog is all about being honorable in character, being trustworthy, being supportive. So this is someone here who seems to have some form of, you know, discipline. And so they do practice, you know, things like being honorable, right? Things like being honest, being ethical, keeping their values, their principles, their morals. So this is someone here who, you know, has a good character as they're rising to the top, which is very important to have. And then you have sudden wealth that's here. So there's lots of success. There's lots of money that's connected to this person. And the reason why I say that is because I clarified the house. The first thing I saw at the house is this gigantic building. It may even be like a skyscraper, you know, like one of those high rises kind of buildings that you'll see in the city. This person here is about to make a fortune because it looks like they have acquired what looks like a property. And again, the image that I was getting at the very beginning of this reading was what looks like a skyscraper. So this is like amazing. This person, whosoever you are, you're clearly super duper cool. You're clearly a cool guy or a cool girl, you know. But number 9 is the gift. So it looks like maybe this house was gifted to this person, or this could be seen as like a blessing from God. This is, you know, this is something that's going to be very profitable and will also help prosper this person even more. And 29 is lady number 1. Okay, lady number 1 always reminds me of like a Queen of Cups kind of energy. But let me see who this lady number 1 is. It could be the main character here. It could be someone else. So it isn't. So lady number 1 isn't the main character. Lady number 1 is someone almost like a third party here who's coming to discuss this with the main character. So If you believe this is your message, expect to see lady number one. Again, she's in that sort of a Queen of Cups kind of energy right now. Very calm, you know, very content. But she has a message for you. Number one is the messenger card. What she's trying to do is pretty much provide you with information pertaining to this building that I'm seeing. It's like some kind of stunning skyscraper. It looks like it's in a city. She's just here to give you information. 26 is the book of knowledge, okay? She's here to inform you about something. Wow. Yeah, even 14 is message of concern. So just sort of be in expectation mode. You definitely have somebody who's going to bring you a message or bring you some kind of news. Yeah, it's pertaining to a house. The second time the house card has showed up. But this house just looks really, really big and high up. What else should you know? Let's look at Great Fortune. Great Fortune. You have despair. You have adjudication, clarified Great Fortune. You have community. Yeah, so with Great Fortune, you know, you have despair, you have adjudication, you have community. There is something that's sticking out to me, though. You know, you are someone who has great fortune. You can even think of it as like a spiritual kind of blessing that is now manifesting into the physical realm as a material blessing. But I guess what I'm trying to say is you're going to have a lot of money, okay? But I feel like this money doesn't all go to you because, and what do I mean by that? It's as if God is saying he's giving you this great fortune to put you on a greater platform so that you will serve him even more, you know, serving the kingdom of God even more. He wants you to expand your work, okay? He's giving you more resources. He's giving you more blessings so that it won't just be all for yourself, but that it'll be shared or spread amongst others. You see, there are people in a community here, and I feel like you are connected to this community in some way, shape, or form. First of all, a community is where people gather becomes a community. So whether it's a literal community like a neighborhood, and you are to help those who are in despair in this neighborhood, in this literal community, or whether it's just like a group of people, right? Maybe even this could be like the community of people who work for you or work with you. He's giving you enough. God is saying he's giving you more than enough so that you will be able to, you know, use it according to his will in a way where if you do have people working for you, you don't have to exploit them and pay them less than what they deserve. You can pay them well so that they will be able to take care of themselves and their loved ones, you know, and live a good quality life, okay? If, you know, these are your customers, if the community is representing your customers, then he's giving you more than enough so that you will be able to give people what they're paying for. You know, if it's a business or some sort of product, make sure that it is of good quality and it is worth what people are paying for. Don't cheat people. Don't exploit people. You know, even when it comes to the community that you live in, right? As you're driving in your fancy luxury car and you see someone who needs help, someone who's hungry, someone who's homeless, you can, you know, donate some money in your community, okay, to help people who are in need. So God is saying, hey, I'm giving you great fortune. I'm not just giving you fortune, but I'm giving you great fortune. I'm giving you more than enough so that it will be used according to my will, as in his will, not your will. It doesn't all go to you because there are people who are in despair. And that's so true. Times are hard. You know, turn on the news, you'll see it. Go to the grocery store, you see the prices. People are facing economic difficulties. People are being cheated, exploited, corrupted, you know, and some even feel helpless and voiceless. It's like they're speaking, but no one cares to listen. Well, you're the judicator. The judication card is like the Hierophant. And the Hierophant represents someone who's in a position of power and influence. Be a voice for the voiceless. Prioritize those who aren't of a priority because they don't have the money, you know, and the status. Be a voice for his people. Serve God through his people. He's giving you enough. So when you start seeing all this money flowing in, don't think, oh my gosh, like, why is God blessing me with this? It's for his people. It's for his people too. It's not all for you. It's a strong message that I'm getting here. Look at you. High honor. High honor. God is promoting you to such high levels that you are going to be the voice that is heard. You are going to make an impact. You are going to be influential. Use that influence for good. Let's look at false person. You have the Child. Yeah, you have 25, which is the ring. Oops. False person. Clarify false person. Yep, you have 14, which is the Fox. Why is the Child here? Oops. Okay, this Compass card keeps on showing up. So let me just clarify it. Why is the Compass here? Then you have Thief. Be careful because you are being followed. I see you being followed by someone. I feel like it's a group. Small group though. Maybe like 4 people. I'm trying to see, what do they want? I mean, you are a rising star. You are in the spotlight. So, you know, people will notice you. But so false person is someone who's presenting themselves to be what they're not. Then you have the Child that's here. The Child represents someone who is, the Child represents newness, like something new, something you've never done before, inexperience. It could even represent naivety. Then you have the Ring. The Ring is all about commitments. Then you have the Fox. The Fox is trickery and deceit. Then you have 42, the Compass. Somebody's following you. It could even be that they're kind of tracking you. They're showing up as Thief because they're being sneaky, right? They're being like underhanded. But let me see what's going on here. Who are these people? You have Lovers. I don't sense danger if this is your reading. I don't sense danger. I think it's the person who there's somebody trying to reach you. There's something that they have to either relay to you or maybe give you. And there's 2 groups. There's 2 parties here who are following you. One is a good party. The marriage is a contractual agreement. So what they're trying to do is, remember how I said there's something about like a house? I kept on seeing this really nice building that you're connected to. They're trying to officially connect you to it. So maybe it's some kind of legal proceeding or contractual agreement here that needs to be done with the marriage. It could be that you need to sign some documents and, you know, some stuff like that just to commit yourself to this work, to this blessing. But then there's also, so there's 2 parties. I promise you there's two parties. One is good, the other isn't. One party, they are the one who, the good party here, they're actually working for you. It's some kind of contractual agreement where it goes back to this house. Could it be that these are the people who you hired maybe to build a house? These are people, there's some kind of contractual agreement between the two of you, and they're the ones doing the work in this house or for this house. So they're the good guys, okay? They're the good guys. They're the ones, let me see. How are these people connected to the house? The good guys here. They're doing some kind of work for you, like on your behalf, and it's pertaining to the house. Yeah. See, lady number one shows up again. Lady number one, that's the messenger. Look, she shows up as the bird. Birds represents messages. Birds are symbolically messengers. There's a woman here who's connected to a house. I feel like she's doing some kind of work. Maybe she was hired. These are the professionals that are doing some kind of work for you, and it's connected to the house. What they do, though, is sometimes they check in on you. I feel is what they're doing. They kind of keep an eye on you because they may know that there's something about this work that they're doing that's like high profile. There's a lot of money connected to this. So sometimes they check in on you to make sure that, you know, everything's good on your end. Okay. It's not anything bad that they're doing. It's just maybe this house is worth a lot of money. They're the professionals behind it. They're the ones working on this house. And again, it looks like you maybe hired them, some kind of contractual agreement there between you and them. So good to go. And they're very committed to you. The ring is all about being committed and being loyal. But the thing is, it could be that they know that in a way you're inexperienced. Maybe they see you as someone who's like a, you know, kind of childlike, kind of inexperienced. And they are afraid of you being taken advantage of. The fox is trickery and deceit. They see you as someone who needs to be protected from those who want to exploit you because of your innocence and your inexperience, should I say. So what they've done is, okay, you have imprisonment that's here. Dude, you need to be careful. I said dude. You need to be careful because this looks like some kind of high profile work that's being done. I say that because the workers, like the professionals who are doing the work for you, and of course when the work is done, it looks like they're going to come and inform you about it. But you need to be careful because they're doing their best to protect this work, imprisonment. Okay, imprisonment is like putting restrictions on things. So they're securing what they're doing because it's worth a lot of money. The fish represents like abundance, trade, and resources. And even commerce. The fish is trade and commerce. So this is something that's connected to a particular industry, a particular work industry. And I believe it's so valuable that other people want it. But what they've done is pretty much secured it for you. They've put it on reserve for you, even though other people want it. Maybe other people even want to buy it. You see? So the workers behind this, you know, they're committed and loyal to you. They are. And they're doing their part to keep this situation private and confidential. You just need to do your part to guard yourself, protect your blessings, and don't let anybody invade you or take advantage of you. That's just what it is. Because, yeah, like secure yourself. 35 is the Anchor. The Anchor is all about securing or security, as in guard yourself. Now, the Thieves. Let's look at the Thieves. Oh, okay. So the Thieves, I see what they're doing that may be confusing you. These are the very people who are working with you or working for you. Again, you know, they sort of may see you as someone who's inexperienced. So kind of in a way, what they're doing is protecting you from a distance as well. There are times where they will follow you to check in on you. They're showing up as a thief because they're being they didn't tell you they're doing this. They're being sneaky. So that's why they're showing up as a thief. But it's the same professionals. The official person card is here. That's a professional. These are the workers. And they're just trying to assist you, the gift. They're just trying to assist you. The gift represents the aid, assistance, and support that you need. So that's all that they're doing. Something about this just looks high profile. Now, 29 is lady number 2. The House. Number 6 is a cloud, a lack of clarity. What's going on here at the House? Or who's lady number 2? The cloud, a lack of clarity. Let me see. Is this you? Tell us more about lady number 2. So it is you. You see, what these people have done is they've kind of put some restrictions on you. Not restrictions, but I feel like it's a layer of protection that they've placed around you. And maybe you started to feel controlled, like someone was trying to control you. Somebody was trying to keep you bound. And, yeah, you felt like somebody was trying to restrict you. Really, it's some kind of extra layer of protection that they've placed around you. And I feel like this kind of got you a bit upset or frustrated because all of the red, you showing up as lady number 2. Lady number 2 is someone who has strong desires. Okay? It's like each time these people put this extra layer of protection on you, you try to leave. It's like, let's say they want to keep you in the house, right? They want to keep you safe in the house. And you're like, who's trying to keep me trapped in this house? And then you try to find your way out, right? Thinking that, oh my gosh, it's an enemy. Really, you just don't have a clear understanding. Number 6 is the cloud, a lack of clarity. Now, what's so interesting is I don't blame you for kind of being concerned and trying to fight your way out of this protection that they've placed on you, because you may not even know why this is happening, which kind of concerns me because it seems like you're not on the same page as them. Why? Distant horizons. You're not on the same page as them. Because if you were, you would know what they're doing and you wouldn't be afraid, right? Like you would be in on the loop. You would understand what's going on here. Oh crap. You see these 2 animals? It's representing 2 different people. It's representing, hold on, 27 is the letter. So distant horizon, it represents pretty much our wildest dreams, fantasies, imaginations, and yearnings. I feel like this is a person. I feel like there's someone here being represented, someone who's at a distance from you. They're far away, maybe even international. They're showing up as the snake. The snake represents a betrayer, right? Someone who can't be trusted. The snake is just someone who's sneaky, scandalous. Then 15 is the bear. The bear represents someone who is powerful, strong, nurturing, and very influential. The booklet even describes the bear as someone who could be leading a particular industry, like a tycoon, mogul. There's definitely a piece of the puzzle that's missing here, which is why you have been clueless. 27 is the letter. And the letter is some kind of information, some kind of document, paperwork. Contract. Look, number 6, a lack of clarity. You're not aware of something here. And that's why you're not on the same page as these people. We're going to do part 2. And I'm pretty much going to try to piece that missing puzzle, right? The missing piece of the puzzle. I'm gonna present it to you. I'm gonna reveal it to you. Pretty much gonna reveal to you the missing information that you don't have, so that things can finally start to click. You're connected to something big. This is high profile, but I don't even feel like you're aware of it. And you have these individuals sort of watching you from a distance, like protecting you, and they've put an extra layer of security on you, but you're not even aware of it. So you were confused, maybe even scared. I don't blame you. It's like wrestling with people who want to help you, but it's an odd situation. So we're going to dive deeper in part 2. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to support the channel. And if you're interested in connecting with me more, I will put all my info in the description box. I will also put the link to part 2 in the description box, and I will pin the link to part 2 in the comment section. So it should be the very first comment you see. Thank you guys. See you in part 2.